From issues going from Grief Play to win trading, Power League was a hopeless mode until this happened. But wait, close the curtains, how did this even happen? Well, let's go through a deep rabbit hole of Power League's history. Power Play was the game mode before Power League. Released on October 23, 2019, Power Play was a 2-week-long season where you played 3 matches every day. You can earn points in set game modes each day for rewards. Even showdown and limited modes like Lone Star and Takedown were part of the cycle. You unlock this game mode as soon as one of your bars end up getting a star power. But wait, how does this point system even work? If you end up getting a loss, you end up getting 5 points, 30 for a win, and 33 for an epic win. And what are epic wins, you might be asking? Well, basically there's some mini challenges during a match. For example, winning a match and gem grab before the 15th gem spawn, or if you win heist with your save higher than 80%, which is very hard, you will earn 3 extra points. Note that all the 3v3 modes have these challenges while the others don't. Alright, but what are you even working for? 1 coin or 69 power points? Well, you're actually working towards star points, which are used to buy star point skins. They are claimed at the end of the season. You will earn star points based on the amount of points you'll get and also from your ranking in the leaderboard. And as a result of that, Power Play enormously increased the star point economy, and this game mode was actually overall fun for the first months. But there's actually a huge flaw in this game mode. It's not like getting star bars were way too hard, but it was way too grindy like Club League back in the days. 3 matches every single day felt like you had an endless pile of homework. So there's a huge drop in Power Play's retention, and the changes they put in doesn't really help. Like on December 5, the safe health requirement for the epic win requires 60% or more instead of 80%. January 23, 2020, Lone Star and Takedowns were removed because they were, of course, limited game modes. And finally, after several months, Showdown got removed with Duo, of course, on October 22. Yeah, this was the absolute low point of this game mode, and Supercell really need to do something about it. Maybe they just have to take a new view of this game mode. Hey, is that the Power League star? Welcome to the Star Force. The introduction of Power League on March 5, 2021. Power League introduced Power League skins, which are skins bought with 25,000 star points after reaching their following requirements to be able to purchase them. First, started off with you playing 50 whole matches to be able to get Smuggler Penny, the season Power League skin, paired alongside these dope profiles, which required 25 whole Power League matches for this one, while gold one for this one. But on the bright side, while progressing towards these skins, at least you earn star points in the track, which are claimed at the end of the season. And Power League season lasts the same duration of Brawl Pass seasons, well except this one, since it actually came in the middle of the season, so this one was a bit harder to get. So Power League doesn't really feel like homework anymore, except that Power League skins were a bit too grindy, but at least the gameplay went on a full-on improvement. You can either do solo or team. When going in, you draft and ban brawlers, but only one person on each team could ban brawlers at this time, which was the leader. Also, in any ranks, you had to win 2 matches to be able to win the whole Power League match. So good luck if you're playing solo. Other things that were different was that the bans could happen at any ranks, no report process, no suggested brawler feature, and no modifiers. But Power League still actually felt fun without these things. So Power League was overall better. There was some bugs. Sometimes you can't pick a brawler, and when trying to switch gadgets and star powers, this all caused disconnections. And speaking of disconnection, well, there's no penalties at the time, so this did severely affect Power League for a day. Thankfully, Supercell can pull on maintenance easily. Wait, hold on, don't click on that. Wait, hold on, we have penalties now? April 26 brought necessary changes to Power League. No more avoiding matches, you gotta handle them. Your penalty level starts at 0 and goes up by 1, each progressively getting worse. This goes up all the way to 8. You will start with a simple warning, then a certain amount of time being banned, and also later combined with both of them, with being demoted in leagues also. The only way to go down these penalty levels is to play matches without getting disconnected 3 times, and that only lowers it by 1 level. So overall, this was a good change to add. But hey, this month we got second Power League season, the Golden Arm Gang, where instead of playing 50 whole Power League matches, you play 101 regular rounds. And this season you can actually get Saloon 8-bit that has special sounds. But of course, first profile kinda got changed in requirements a bit, so it's 50 games. Well, of course the other ones stayed the same, so this did make it a bit less grindier. But the dev team did not find this enough. They were like, no, let's just change it, why not? So the next season is the Jurassic Slash. We have Jatsuki Jackie as the Power League skin. Now requires 50 whole Power League match wins instead of 100 matches played. Of course, similar treatments to the cosmetics. Hopefully I get these from the rank drops. Oh shoot, what is this? Now the requirements are actually kind of equivalent to the previous season's requirement, but if you think about it, it's actually a bit more harder, since you have to win every single time, which most likely you won't. And Supercell did notice this in the month of August, where we have several changes. On August 5, they did remove Siege from Power League rotation, because we all hate Siege, right? Uh-oh, Kairos time's coming for me. But on August 30, Season 4 came out with these changes for the requirements to dirty hole match wins, making Mr. Byron and these owls more accessible. And these owls are good props for the Bollywood season, with Director Buzz. Yeah, so Dicer actually approved these owls. I don't know why. But this was the last season of 2021, with our final change with the requirements from dirty hole Power League match wins to 60 non-hole Power League match wins, which was a nice change. Speaking of which, this face is one of the few profiles, alongside this one of course. So since this was the year Power League, next year will be another one, right? Welcome to the Year of Tiger. Forget Power League. We have our guest Knight need to fight for us against in this competition for these legendary profiles. Oh, we got a winner for a trip to the Biodome. The Biodome is a 7th season, with Waspo flashing everywhere with himself as the profiles. We also have a change where Mythic 1 and above enemies name does not appear anymore. This change happened on March 1st, so there weren't that many changes this season. But the next season does make a very huge change. The Stunt Show season brought us a change to the banning. Instead of the leader only banning, everyone gets a separate ban. Now bans feel more impactful, and rolling on with it, we got Crash Test Daryl with these swaggy profile pictures. Also, this update did make an issue of not being able to scroll after choosing your brawler, but this did indeed get fixed on May 11th. And with these changes benefiting everyone, Supercell was motivated to make a new feature for the next season, Deep Sea Brawl. You can finally properly suggest brawlers, a very useful feature when playing with randoms, and I bet if you ask his postman, Postal Brock will agree also. Wow, so many stands, must be the profiles. Looks like it's being sent to the Robot Factory. The Robot Factory was the 10th season of Power League. They made so that you can switch brawlers during drafting with another person, so you can have that one person who hogs that brawler for you, like Lola for example, because Lawless Lola was the Power League skin alongside these swaggy profiles. And you may think this is the last major change Supercell does, but oh boy, that's not all. Supercell's still kicking with the next few changes. Because now in the random ghost stations we appeared out of nowhere, we can report players not playing like a regular player like Inspector Collect, staring at some weird markings at this train. But ignore that, the next few seasons don't really have anything new except cosmetics. Kenny Light brought us Pinata Ash and profiles, while the Mystery at the Hub brought us Mariposa Piper with a lot of butterflies, I see. But the next season, we actually have some changes. No more Star Wars, their system was absolute garbage. Here comes Blink, now the reward of Power League, used for Power League skins and other skins also. You can also now use gems on Power League skins. You now unlock Blink right away after you rank up, and then after season reward. But there was a major bug going on where players kinda lost Blink from the season before the new one, which is the rescue. This issue did get fixed. On the other hand, there was a random nice change that happened. The usual profile that requires 30 wins got replaced with a spray, which is a nice addition alongside the gold one profile, combined with Jaguar Spirit May. Also, they announced some point at this year that Power League skins will be coming back for a year later, with some older ones with recolorations. But this was the last nice change. The rest are bug fixes and other things, which we won't really mention, so pause screen if you want to see them. Anyways, while these changes Power League received were great, Power League still felt stale after many seasons, like the Brawl Pass, and had issues. If you haven't noticed, Power League isn't that friendly to casuals, more geared to the competitive. The changes last year made this game mode way too complex. Also, when the Bling update did come out, which allowed these skins to cost gems also, most realized these are just epic skins, so what's the difference? Also, they come back a year later, so this kind of beats the purpose of grinding them. But that's not all. The report button and penalties weren't enough, so these players came back easily. So Enchanted Woods was Stone Troll Lou, with also a Blink change being half. Back to the Ranger was Meritor Macy, Bizarre Circus, Cobra Lola, and to start 2 season, Final Bros Rico weren't that great of a Power League season. So what's next with Power League? Oh god, Ranked? Ranked is a newest replacement, solving many of the issues stated. First, they swapped out the rewards, so you now unlock 2 ranked drops, and then a star drop depending on your rank. Now, out of these ranked drops, Power League skins now called ranked skins are unlockable. Of course, without the 6 OGs one. Now, there's also the other cosmetics like profile sprays and those other things. But of course, they can get blinks also. So this does make it more motivating to play since there's actually progression out of this also. Now, banning on all of those complicated things got thrown into the higher ranks. More gear, of course, for the competitive people. While sliding in modifiers, not as chaotic as regular ones, but can create interesting teams. Also, another necessary change they made so that you need a Power 9 or above to play a brawler, so we no longer get Power 1 brawlers being everywhere. And they also made a better report system. The more times you get reported, the worse your reputation bar gets. This can lead to punishments. So this overall was a huge improvement, and the future looks good. With Dynamite being the Sands of Time season, and Loki Chester being the Ragnarok related season. But speaking of good things, this brawler is way too terrifying. Check out this video.